Today we are going to make our very first GUI. So I'm going to tell you to expand your trial project, right click on your SRC, your source folder, go to new class like so, and the name of our class will be my first GUI, capital G, capital U, capital I. We want a public static void main. Make sure nothing else is checked and then hit finish. If your version of Eclipse asks if you want to make a module, just say no. So okay, what is a GUI? What is a GUI? Well, GUI stands for Graphical User Interface. And so we are going to build our first graphical user interface. Well, if that doesn't make sense yet, then hopefully it will make sense by the end of this lesson. Let's go back to line 1 at the very top, add in a space, go to line 1, and let's do some imports. So I need to import from a package named javax.swing.star. Now the .star is called a wildcard, and this wildcard means import all the classes from the javax.swing package. I'm going to now import java.awt.star. So again, star is the wildcard. So we're importing all of the classes from the java.awt. AWT stands for Abstract Windows Toolkit. Now what does swing stand for? Well, I'm not quite up to date, but I think it stands for Simple Windows Graphics. But I could be wrong on that. Okay, here we go. We're going to create our first GUI, so type what I type. Capital J, capital F, R-A-M-E, space, the GUI equals new J, F, R-A-M-E, empty parentheses, semicolon. So line 8 should say JFrame, the GUI equals new JFrame. So a JFrame is the foundation of what a graphical user interface is going to be in Java. Now I'm going to give my GUI a title. I like to tab things and line things up, so I'm going to space in until I match the line above and say the GUI dot, and then Eclipse gets to work and starts giving me all the different features and functions that I could use. Well, there's a specific method I'm looking for called setTitle. So I'm going to type set with a capital T, and then I notice that Eclipse is helping me by weeding down the possibilities, and there it is right there, setTitle. So all I have to do now is hit enter, and now it's time to type a title. So I do double quotes, and inside the double quotes I'm going to say my first GUI, just like that. New line. Okay, next thing I'm going to do is set the dimensions of my GUI. So I type the GUI, the GUI, dot set capital S, and I'm looking for something called set size. And notice that there are two of them. Now either one of these will work, but I'm going to use the one that's here with width and height. Now my window is going to be 400 by 300, so I type 400. I hit the tab key, I type 300, and that's going to make my GUI 400 by 300 in size. New line. Now I have to be able to close my GUI when I click on the X button located in the upper right hand corner. So I have to type the GUI dot. Now this function is called set, then capital D, set default close operation. There's a mouthful for you. All right, now what do I have to type in the parentheses? You just follow me and you'll be okay. Capital J, capital F, R-A-M-E, then a dot. Now I'm looking for close, exit on close. That's what I want. So EX, exit on close. I hit enter, and now everything is set. So line 11 should say the GUI dot set default close operation, and inside the parentheses should be JFrame dot exit on close. Remember, everything has to be typed exactly, so you can't skimp on having lowercase letters when an uppercase letter is needed, and vice versa. Okay, so I've set the title, I've set the size, I've set the default close operation. Now I'm going to pack everything together. The GUI dot pack and then close like that. Finally, it's time to make this visible, so I say the GUI dot set v, which stands for visible. A boolean, as you can see on my screen here, is a true or false value. I'm going to choose true, and so I've set it equal to visible. Now use Control S on your keyboard to save, and then let's see what happens. Ready? I shouldn't have packed it. That was a mistake. So I'm going to unpack it. Let's get rid of the GUI.pack. Alright, let's save it again. Here we go. Hit run. There we go. Alright. So I apologize for that. Get rid of the GUI.pack if you still have it. Here's my first window. That's what a GUI is. It's a graphical user interface. And so now we have our very first window. In the next video, we're actually going to do something with this. And so, yeah, stay tuned. Go ahead and move on to the next video lesson. God bless you, wherever you are today.